Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tiger Softball Complex, home of your Georgetown College Tigers. Today they'll be facing off against the Eagles of Midway University. Last time these two teams faced off was February 16th, 2020. So just a year ago, and they're meeting each other again here today. In that doubleheader on that day, it was a split series. GC won the first game 7-0, but Midway took the second game by a score of 2-6. And we're just about to get underway here at the Tiger Softball Complex. Before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineups for each team, first with the Eagles of Midway University. So batting first in center field is going to be number 1, Carson Flynn. Batting second at second base is going to be number 45, Mary Andres. At first base, batting third is going to be number 8, Lauren Lingafelter. The designated player for the Eagles is going to be number 88, Alyssa Yates. She'll be batting fourth. Batting fifth is going to be the catcher, number 50, Kira McCall. In left field, batting sixth, number 31, Channing Whitehouse. The pitcher for the Eagles is going to be batting seventh. That's number 26, Madison Ludwig. At shortstop, batting eighth is number 11, Katie Rhodes. And in the 9-hole is the third baseman, number 16, Anna Herrera. The flex for this game for the Eagles is going to be number 15, Molly LeCompte. She will be playing right field for Midway University. Once again, on the mound for the Eagles is going to be Madison Ludwig. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Georgetown College Tigers. In the leadoff spot at the shortstop position is going to be number 10, Carly Oliver. Batting second in center field is going to be number 2, Kristen Klemesh. Batting third at first base is number 12, Lindsay Mitchell. In the cleanup spot is going to be number 00, Kaylin Barnett. She'll be at third base. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 7, Maddie Sims. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 9, Peyton Rowe. The designated player for the Tigers will be batting seventh. That's number 24, Ella Forish. Batting eighth, number 25, the left fielder, Brooke Chick. And then batting ninth, the right fielder, number 4, Kylie West. On the mound for Georgetown is going to be Meg Brandkamp. She's number 27 for the Tigers. There you see we're just about to get this matchup underway. Coaches meeting right now. The umpire showing up a little bit late to the ballpark, which is why this scheduled game at 3 o'clock is not happening quite yet. So I am going to step away for just a moment. Once again, my name is Ben Robison, and along with our wonderful Tiger Sports Network crew, here to bring you all the sights and sounds from today's matchup. I'm going to step away. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. This game about to get started here. Once again, Tigers facing off against the Eagles of Midway University. It's a cool 66 degrees outside with the real feel of 71. Some slight cloud cover right here, but it's a great day for softball, so much so they decided to play two. And although it is a great day for sports and for softball, there is actually a freeze warning going over tonight. It's supposed to get down to below freezing at 31 degrees with a real feel of 22. So kind of the changes that we see here in Georgetown, Kentucky, and just kind of Kentucky in general. Midway, once again, from Midway, Kentucky, just a short 20-minute drive away. Once again, let's take a look at the defense for the Tigers. Over in left field is going to be Brooke Chick. In center field, we have Kristen Klemesh. In right, Kylie West. From left to right across the infield, at third base is going to be Kaylin Barnett. At shortstop, Carly Oliver. At second base is going to be Peyton Rowe, and at first base is Lindsay Mitchell. Behind the dish for Georgetown is going to be Maddie Sims, and in the circle, Megan Brandkamp.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 1, the center fielder, Flynn.
We are just about to get underway here. To lead off for the Eagles is going to be Carson Flynn. She's the center fielder for Midway. Swings at the first pitch right there. That one popped up over to left, and the catch is made. There's Brooke Chick over there in left field, making that routine play right there. So one pitch, one out for Meg Brandkamp in the circle. Stepping in the box now is going to be Mary Andress. She's the second baseman for the Eagles. Bunt attempt right there does go foul. Maddie Sims doing a good job of picking that one up quickly. But as I said, it did go foul, so it is strike one. Another show-me bunt attempt right there. That one she pulls back on. Ground ball over to Peyton Rowe at second base. Makes a good, strong throw over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for Brandkamp in the circle. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
First baseman, number 8, Lingafelter.
Peak efficiency right there. That'll bring up the 3-hitter for the Eagles, Lauren Lingafelter. She'll be over at first base for Midway. Lingafelter hitting .319 on the year. She has 23 hits and 72 at-bats. 1 double, 11 runs batted in. Drives that one deep to right field right there. Single for her efforts as that one bounces off the wall. Didn't have enough time to get to second base as that one was sharply hit. So with 2 outs here in the top of the first, Midway has a runner at first. That'll bring up the 4-hitter, Alyssa Yates, the designated player for the Eagles, up to bat. She takes that one just out for ball 1. Yates hitting .360 on the year, 40 hits and 111 at-bats. 9 doubles, 3 home runs. Leads the team in home runs. 2-0 count now at the plate. That one sharply hit Carly Oliver at shortstop. She does a good job keeping it in front of her. Good throw across the diamond, and that'll do it for the Eagles in the top of the first inning. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. Due up for the Tigers is going to be Oliver, Klemesh, and Mitchell. Pretty efficient inning right there for Brandkamp. A lot of first pitch strikes and really challenging these Midway hitters. Once again, due up for the Tigers in the bottom of the first is going to be the 1-2-3 hitters, Oliver, Klemesh, and Mitchell. When we return, you're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Quick inning for Meg Brankamp. Faced four of the Midway hitters. Got out of the top of the first, only one hit given up, but a lot of quick outs for her, not a lot of pitches thrown, so giving her offense a chance to get in the box and strike first. To lead off for the Tigers is going to be the shortstop, number 10, Carly Oliver for Georgetown. She takes that pitch up and away for ball number 1. In the circle for the Eagles is going to be Madison Ludwig. She comes into this game with a 3.02 ERA. This will be her 22nd start of the season. She has 146 innings pitched, which is an incredible number. She's definitely been a workhorse for her team. Carly Oliver singling that one just over the third baseman's head for the first hit of the ball game for Georgetown. Pitch up over on the inner half. Carly Oliver doing a good job just finding a way to get the barrel on the ball and puts that over the third baseman's head for the leadoff single. That'll bring up the center fielder for Georgetown, Kristen Klimisch, to the plate. That one bunted back to second baseman right there. Quick throw over to first to get her out. So good at-bat by Klimisch right there. A productive at-bat now with the runner in scoring position. Lindsay Mitchell for Georgetown is stepping in the box.
Now batting for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 12, Lindsay Mitchell.
Pretty fast-paced game so far between both teams. Pitchers throwing a lot of strikes. Offense not waiting and taking too many pitches. Lindsay Mitchell in the box for Georgetown. She singles that one, hits that one back to the pitcher, Ludwig, who throws over to the first for the second out of the inning. Carly Oliver, an aggressive base runner, will go ahead and take third. So now the leading run for Georgetown, just 60 feet away with the four-hole hitter for the Tigers, Caitlin Barnett, the third baseman, to step in the box. She takes that one just inside for ball number 1. Barnett for the Tigers. She's hitting .330 on the year. 33 hits and 100 at-bats. 10 doubles, tied with a handful of other girls on the team, Peyton Bazier and Carly Oliver, for the most doubles on the team. She has 19 runs batted in on the year with her 20th, just 60 feet away over at third base, and Carly Oliver. That one popped up, shortstop going back. That ball will drop, so she will get her 20th RBI, and the Tigers will get their first run of the ball game on that single just over the shortstop's head.
Now batting, the catcher, number 7, Maddie Sims.
That'll bring up the catcher for the Tigers, number 7, Maddie Sims, now to the plate. Sims taking that one for ball number 1. Sims hitting .287 on the year, 29 hits and 101 at-bats. Drives that one deep over center field, and that'll be her 7th home run of the year. Big home run right there with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first by Maddie Sims. Maddie Sims, with her 7th home run of the year, now leads the Tigers with the most home runs for Georgetown and has 23 runs batted in on the year. So back-to-back hits for Georgetown. First, that single over the shortstop's head by Barnett, and that big home run deep to center field right there gives the Tigers a 3-0 lead against the Eagles. That one by Peyton Rowe hit softly over to the second baseman. She'll easily gather it and throw it over to first base for the third and final out of the inning. So that'll do it for the Tigers in the bottom of the first inning, but not before they score 3 runs on a handful of big hits, both by Kaylin Barnett and Maddie Sims, the single and the home run, to give the Tigers a 3-0 lead. Stepping back in the circle for Georgetown is going to be Megan Brankamp. Due up for the Eagles is going to be the 5, 6, 7 hitters, McCall, Whitehouse, and Ludwig, to step to the plate. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Georgetown up in this one 3-0. Big 2-out hits by the Tigers in the bottom of the first gave them their 3 runs of the ball game. Both those hits coming courtesy of Kaylin Barnett, and then the 2-run home run by Maddie Sims. So I talked about before, Brankamp stepping back in the circle for Georgetown. She only threw 7 pitches in the first inning, so she's been extremely efficient. She does hit the catcher, Kira McCall, on that first pitch right there. So the Eagles will have first runner on one pitch. Now stepping into the plate is going to be the left fielder, Channing Whitehouse, to step in. Coming into this game, Brankamp would be coming in for her 18th start of the year, posting a 3.69 ERA in 96 2/3 innings pitched. Of course, with that inning, with the first inning, that's 97 2/3 innings pitched now. That one line straight to Carly Oliver, and the Tigers will get a double play right there. Runner over at first, McCall getting a little out over her skis, and Carly Oliver, heads up softball player, catching that quick catch and release, able to throw the ball over to first and get McCall out for that double play. Some good help by the defense right there. Now brings us with 2 outs in the top of the second. In the box is the pitcher, Ludwig. With that foul ball and that ball taken away, the count is 1-1. Ludwig taking that pitch low. Swings at that one. That one is just going to be a soft line drive over to Carly Oliver, and that'll do it for the Eagles here in the top of the second inning. No hits. No runs, no errors. As we go into the bottom of the second inning, due up for the Tigers going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Forrest, Chick, and West, to step in the box and to continue to attack on a couple more runs for Georgetown. Brankamp and the Tiger defense doing an excellent job through 2 innings so far. We'll return here shortly. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tigers softball complex. Georgetown up 3-0 against the Eagles of Midway University. Ella Forish now in the box. She's now has a 2-1 count. 2-1 count against her. Forish coming into this game hitting .280 on the year, 7 hits and 25 at-bats. 1 run driven in. 5 walks. She chops that one down over to first and foul. Count out even. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Forish at the plate. That one just missing outside right there. Forish with a good eye. We'll go ahead and work this one to a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one chopped over to third baseman, coming across. Good strong throw across the diamond. That'll do it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25, Brooke Chick.
To make that play was Anna Herrera over at third base. She did a good job ranging to her left, setting her feet, and then making a good strong throw over to first base. Brooke Chick now to bat for Georgetown. Tries a bunt attempt right there. That one got a little inside on her. She tried to pull back, did catch enough of the barrel, and it did go foul for strike 1. Chick is the left fielder in this matchup. Normally where Kristen Klemesh will be in left field. Brooke Chick now gets to start over in left as Klemesh moves over to center field. Yeah, 1 count. Another show me bunt right there. She does pull back as that one was clearly up and away. Chick hitting .250 on the year, 5 for 20. 5 hits and 20 at-bats. 1 home run. Ludwig missing that one way outside. Count now 3-1 in favor of Chick at the plate. Ludwig has given up 55 walks on the year. She does have 70 strikeouts in her innings pitched. Once again, she's been a workhorse for the Eagles. 146, make that 147 with last inning. Innings pitched on the year, so I would expect her to be out in game number 2 after this one as well. Tigers looking to put her away early, though. She will get her 71st punch out against Brooke Chick right there for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 4, Kylie West.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 4, Kylie West, to the plate. She is the 9-hole hitter for the Tigers. Looking to get things started here with 2 outs. West hitting .273 on the year, 12 hits and 44 at-bats. Has scored 13 runs. Has driven in 3. That one swung on by West and fouled back. So count now is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitchers on both sides of the lines, not wasting any time to step on that rubber and deliver the next pitch. Fast-paced game so far. Ludwig missing that one up and away. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. West will go down looking on that fastball on the outer half for
No runs, no hits, no
strike
errors.
number 3. So back-to-back punch-outs.
We head to the third, Georgetown 3,
Back-to-back
Midway
punch-outs
0
for
the
Ludwig
Eagles.
will do it for the Tigers here in
Herrera,
the bottom
Flynn.
of the second inning. No hits, no runs for the Tigers. Due up for Midway as we go into the top of the third inning. It's going to be the 8-9 one-hitters, Rhodes, Herrera, and Flynn, to step in the batter's box. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Meg Brandkamp in the circle right now. So through 2 innings, only has 14 pitches. Seven pitches in each of those innings, has been extremely efficient and has really allowed her defense to work. She did hit the first batter of the inning in the top of the second, but a double play helped redeem her right there, and so they did get two quick outs following that. And then with another line out over to Carly Oliver at shortstop, that did it for the Eagles in the top of the second inning. In the box right now is Katie Rhodes for the Eagles. Rhodes, good line drive over the third baseman Barnett's head right there for the first hit of the inning. Brandkamp leaving that one up over the plate. Rhodes not wasting any time to find some barrel, especially with 2 strikes right there. 2 strike hits are definitely killer for a pitcher. So that's the second hit of the ball game for the Eagles. Back-to-back innings where they've had their leadoff runner on. In the box now is going to be Anna Herrera. She pops this one up. Lindsay Mitchell giving chase. We'll let that one drop foul as that one scooted away from her. So count now is at no balls and 1 strike. Rhodes over at first, 6 for 6 in stolen bases this year. Herrera hitting 200 on the year. She has played in 40 games, 40 of the 42 games. Rhodes did take off right there. Good strong throw by Maddie Sims. And Rhodes will reach base safely. It looks like there was a strike called at the plate. Pardon me, that was a ball. So the count is 1-1. So we got a 1-1 count. Herrera in the box. Rhodes over at second base. Gets her 7th stolen base of the year. Another bunt attempt right here by Herrera. Tigers will just throw across over to first. Close play. She is out over at first, but she is able to move the runner over to third.
Center fielder, number 1, Flynn.
So now with 1 out here in the top of the third inning, that brings up the leadoff hitter Flynn to the plate. She gets that one softly over Barnett's head. Carly Oliver trying to make a diving play, unable to come up with it. And now the Eagles of Midway will get their first run of the ball game. Flynn not wasting any time with that one. Sees the first pitch. Gets enough barrel, hits it hard enough just to get over Barnett's head. Barnett was playing up on there. Flynn back-to-back at-bats where she swung at the first pitch. First one was a line out to left. That one good for a base hit. This one driven to left field as well. And that was by Andres.
Now batting the first baseman, number 8, Lingafelter.
So a couple quick at-bats right here for the Eagles. Both Flynn and Andres not wasting any time. Attacking the first pitch that they see over the plate as they try and make something happen. Lingafelter is in the box for the Eagles. She takes that one inside. Count now 2 balls and no strikes. Lingafelter drove ball over West's head in right field in her first at-bat to get the first hit of the game for the Eagles. Was a single. West doing a good job getting to that one quickly and stopping Lingafelter from advancing over to second base. So Brandkamp in the circle with her first 3-0 count of the game. Delivers that pitch over the heart of the plate for strike 1. So it is now a 3-1 count. Lingafelter definitely looking to swing the bat here. Through one count, and she does. That one does stay fair. Barnett throws across the diamond for the third out of the inning. So that'll do it for the Eagles in the top of the third, but not before they scratch off one run on those two hits. These Eagles hitters being extremely aggressive, but the Tigers still up 3-1. Due up for Georgetown is going to be the leadoff hitter, the 1-2-3 hitter, Oliver, Klemesh, and Mitchell, looking to tack on a couple more runs and extend the lead to really help Brandcamp out in the circle. We'll be back here shortly. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Midway Eagles able to get a run in the top of the third, but Georgetown still up in this one. Carly Oliver beating that infield hit out right there, says the first base umpire. Good hustle out of the box by Oliver. She'll get an infield hit. So now the Tigers here in the bottom of the third have their leadoff hitter on base over at first base. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 2, Kristen Klemesh, to bat. She swings and chops that one to the right side for strike number 1. In her first at-bat, she did have a sac bunt that moved Oliver over. Carly Oliver does end up taking off. Good strong throw by the catcher. It actually ends up short of the shortstop, and as a result, Oliver able to go ahead and take second base. So now Tigers have runner in scoring position. It was a ball at the plate, so the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. It was a tough ball for the catcher McCall to try and catch that and throw across her body to twist and turn. It left it short. I do think if that one was in the air, it would have been a different call. Nevertheless, Oliver gets her 13th stolen base of the year. Klemesh chopping that one over to the second baseman. Second baseman just going to go ahead and step on the bag for the first out of the inning. That'll go ahead and still bring Carly Oliver from second over to third base. So Klemesh back-to-back at-bats, doing a good job moving Oliver over on the base pass and giving the rest of her offense a chance to drive her in. Second baseman Andres doing a good job on that one of recognizing how far the first baseman was away from the bag and just goes ahead and steps on the bag herself. Lindsey Mitchell in the box with the 2-0 count. Right now, she hits that one to deep right field. The right fielder is giving chase. That ball will get down. Lindsey Mitchell turning around first, going for second. She will get a sliding double Didn't think she necessarily needed to do that, but the Tigers will get another run from that double by Lindsay Mitchell.
Now batting, the third baseman, 00 Barnett.
For Mitchell, that was her 30th run batted in on the year. She's second just behind Carly Oliver at 34. Barnett lining that one over to the right fielder. Mitchell easily able to get back to second in time, but that will be 2 outs for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the catcher, number 7, Sims.
So a lot of quick at-bats for both teams right here. Now in the box is going to be the catcher, Maddie Sims. She takes that one in the dirt for ball number 1. Sims homered in her first at-bat. That was a 2-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. That scored Barnett and, of course, herself to give the Tigers the 3-0 lead against the Eagles. So again, she now leads the team in home runs at 7 for the Tigers. Trailing behind her now is Mitchell over at second base, and then Oliver, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. She did it with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, looking to do it here once again in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 1. Little interesting to see on a 3-0 count right there. That's why she swung, because it was a 2-2 count. My apologies, folks. So it was a 2-1 count when she swung that ball down in the dirt. Now brings the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. I was wondering why she would swing at a 3-0 pitch right there, and of course, once again, it was a 2-1 count where she did swing and miss. Count now full. She does foul that one towards the right side. So the count remains the same: 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ludwig in the circle already has 2 strikeouts on the day against these Tiger hitters. No walks. Sims with a good at-bat right there. Able to reach first on that walk with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the
With that walk, that's
baseman,
Ludwig's
number 9,
first of the ballgame,
Rhodes.
56th of the year. Can't blame her after Sims hitting that 2-run bomb to deep center field. Rowe not wasting any time, swings at the first pitch right there. First baseman trying to make a play, ends up scooting out of her glove, but not before the second baseman, Andres, right underneath her to make the grab while that ball was still in the air. So it was a great play by Andres, not giving up. She's shown a lot of defense, a lot of defensive prowess for the Eagles to this game so far.
Georgetown 4, Midway 1. Due up for the Eagles.
Georgetown still up in this one, 4-1 against the Eagles as we get ready to go into the top of the 4th inning. For the Eagles, they will have their 4, 5, 6 hitters, Yates, McCall, and Whitehouse, to step inside the batter's box. Brandcamp still out in the circle for Georgetown, getting ready for her 4th inning of work. I'm going to step away for just a moment, but before I do, I would just want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. We do appreciate you all for being patient with us and completely understanding of what is going on with just the spring semester and how many sports we had being involved. But we do have full attention on softball this week as they have this doubleheader against the Eagles of Midway today, but also this weekend as they go ahead and face the University of Pikeville in their last Mid-South Conference home series of the year. Those games will be played on Friday at 3 p.m. to start the doubleheader, and then Saturday at noon to start that doubleheader. Senior Day, from what I'm being told so far, will happen in between Game 1 and Game 2 on Saturday, so you don't want to miss that. And, of course, the best way to stay up to date with everything your Georgetown College Tigers are doing is by going ahead and giving us a follow on social media, once again, to stay up to date with everything going on, any schedule changes and times that may happen. As I talked about, it's a great day for softball, but at 70 degrees, but just tonight we will have a freeze warning coming across Kentucky, so you never know what's going to happen, so it never hurts to go ahead Like I said, give us a follow on social media. Yates driving that one to left center field right there. She looked like she was going to stop over at first base, does decide to go into second base, and she will reach safely if she has to slide in. But that's back-to-back innings where the Eagles' leadoff hitter was able to reach base. First, the hit by pitch, then a single to left, and then that double to left center field. There will be a courtesy runner, pinch runner for Yates. 15 will be there to run. That's Molly Lecomte. She is the flex player. For Yates, that was her first hit of the game. She's now 1 for 2. Catcher McCall getting ready to step inside the batter's box. McCall got hit in her first at bat. So no official at bats, just one plate appearance. She will take that one up and away for ball 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 50, McCall.
McCall swinging through that one. Bring the count to even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brankamp pounding that outer half. Lecomte over at second base is 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Wouldn't expect her to steal third here. Ooh, McCall actually at the plate hitting that one off of herself. Brankamp getting that one in on the hands, and on the swing that ball hit near the handle of the bat and end up hitting McCall. She's okay. But she is now down on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brankamp missing that one down and in. Bringing the count back to even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brankamp has 46 strikeouts on the year, looking for her 47th right here. The 2-2 pitch, that one hit just foul down the line. Barnett doing a good job not being an umpire, trying to make a good play. And she did. That was a good glove stop by her. I'd say this has to be one of the longer at-bats that the Eagles have put up so far in this matchup, time-wise. And it will continue as Brankamp just misses the outside corner right there. McCall, being a catcher herself, is very familiar with the strike zone. And she will leave that one away for ball number 3. So the count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to McCall. The 3-2 pitch, that one fouled down, nearly going inside the Georgetown dugout once again, but we do have full count. Seven total pitches in the at-bat so far for McCall. Brankamp getting ready to deliver the 8th. The 3-2 pitch. That one sky down that left field line. All 3 fielders for the Tigers giving chase. The ball will drop in between them down that left field line. So the at-bat continues. So we will see a 3-2 count once again for the 3rd time in this at-bat. The pitch. That one fouled up over the press box once again. McCall doing an excellent job putting this at-bat together. She's not really giving up. She's not giving in. She has 4 walks on the year. Pops this one up and over the press box again. So the count remains the same, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 10 total pitches in the at-bat so far. McCall not wasting not wasting her at bat. She does have, as I said, 4 walks in her 37 at bats. That one chopped over to Oliver at shortstop. She will throw across the diamond for the first out of the inning, but McCall doing a good job not only putting together a quality at bat, but also moving that runner, Lecomte, from second over to third. So a quality at bat by McCall, even though she did get out. Nothing to hang her head on. Going to bring up Whitehouse now. Pitch by Brainkamp, just missing up. Umpire taking a little bit of time to make sure that he did get the right call. Whitehouse 0 for 1 on the day so far. She lined out to Oliver at shortstop. Oliver throwing over to first to get the double play in the top of the second inning. Off-speed pitch right there by Brainkamp. Sims doing a good job behind the plate, keeping it in front. So the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Another off-speed pitch right there. That one fouled straight back into the netting by Whitehouse. So the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. You see the middle for the Tigers defense playing more in than normal in case they need to come up throwing to try and get Lecomte out at the plate. So we have another full count right here, this time to Whitehouse. You see her showing bunt, but she will pull back. Swings that one to Klemesh over in center field. This should be deep enough to score Lecomte, and it will be as that throw goes a little errant by Klemesh, but at that point she really had no choice but to try and give it her best throw, and if it wasn't on target, then it is what it is. But Whitehouse doing a good job of putting that one deep enough into the outfield to score that run, and the second run of the ball game for Midway. For Whitehouse, that's just her 15th run driven in for the Eagles. Pitcher Ludwig now in the box for Midway. Down on the count early, no balls and 2 strikes to her. She lined out to Oliver over at short in her first at bat. Takes that pitch away for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed right there. Looked like it caught the corner. Umpire doesn't believe so. Sims doing a good job receiving that outside pitch. She's done so all game so far. An excellent job of receiving that pitch. Umpire not really giving it to Brainkamp. Out one line, foul and out of play down that left field line. So as we continue to travel through this Eagles lineup, we're starting to see a little bit more patience, I would say, in the box. A little bit longer at bats. They're still extremely aggressive towards balls in the zone, but not barreling them up as they did in the top of the lineup. Brainkamp delivers the 2-2 pitch. That one popped up to left field. Chick actually not able to come up with it. Ludwig trying to go to second on that one. We do now have a rundown right there. Rowe doing a good job chasing her back over to first base. It's exactly what you need to do if you're the defense, but a little bit unusual of a play right there. Nevertheless, Tigers get out of it with only 1 run given up. So that was an error over in left field by Chick, a good recovery, and you could say a little bit poor base running by Ludwig. She was trying to be aggressive, didn't get a chance to quite see how she rounded first base, but it looked like she had to try and speed herself up. And by the time she realized it was too late, she was already caught in that rundown. Once again, the defense row doing a good job of gathering the softball and really forcing Ludwig back to first base. Makes a good tag.
Georgetown 4, Midway 2, due up for
And
the
that was the
Tigers.
final out
Chick, West.
of the inning. Wind starting to play a little bit of a factor in this one. It is blowing from left to right, so that ball off the bat of Ludwig definitely got knocked down by the wind. A little bit harder for the outfielders to read. But the Tigers able to get the out regardless. So as we go into the bottom of the fourth inning, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Tigers will be up to bat. That's Forrest, Chick, and West to step in the box here shortly. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Georgetown still up in this one by a score of 4-2. Four-ish in the box for Georgetown. The 1-1 count. Pitch down. She fouls that one off over the right side. So the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. She grounded out to third in her first at-bat. So she is 0 for 1 on the day. The 1-2 pitch. That one hit foul again. All 3 fielders on the right side giving chase. It will drop, similar to a situation that happened last inning for Georgetown. Just a ball that ends up in no man's land. It doesn't matter who you have out there. Ball will just end up dropping based on how hard it was hit and whatnot. So we will get a chance to repeat the 1 ball and 2 strike count. The 1-2 pitch. That one high. Forrest does end up chasing. It's a ground ball softly back to Ludwig, the pitcher, for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25, Chick.
That will bring up the 8 hitter for the Tigers and the left fielder, Brooke Chick, to step in the box. She's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Ludwig in the circle misses that one away. Count now 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, that one good on the inner half for strike number 1. Chick extremely close to the plate. Balls inside like that look like they're in, but it does come in across the plate. That one left over the middle. Chick doing a good job lining that one back up the middle to center field for the first hit of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, West.
West now getting ready to step in the box for Georgetown. She's 0 for 1 on the day as well with a strikeout. Bunt attempt there. That one left away for ball 1. Umpire says she did go through on that one, so the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, the balls don't show up.
Another attempt right there by West to no avail. Tried back pick. McCall did over at first. Was not in time. Chick, the runner over at first, doing a good job getting back in time after a good secondary. But West at the plate, down the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one missing in. So count's now back to even. Chick is 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts this year. The 3-2 pitch. That one chopped over to the shortstop. Chick easily able to get over to second base. And West, with her speed, especially coming out of that left-handed batter's box, able to get down that line in enough time. So she gets an infield hit for her first hit of the game. Back-to-back hits for the Tigers.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Oliver.
And to bring up Carly Oliver now to the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. She's already 2 for 2 on the day. A pair of singles. One of those being an infield hit over to third. That was a ball, correct? The 1-0 pitch is a strike as Oliver takes that one looking. So the count is 1-1. Chick over at second, West at first. That one hit deep to right field right there. Right fielder giving chase. That ball ends up going out of the ballpark for a 3-run home run, Carly Oliver.
Number 10, Carly Oliver.
So with that 3-run bomb, Carly Oliver clears the bases, and the Tigers now go up by a score of 7-2 against the Eagles of Midway University. It looks like there will be a pitching change here after that one. So 2 home runs given up by Ludwig, and that'll do it for her day. We're going to step away for just a moment, and when we come back, we'll have the name and number of the new pitcher coming in. Once again, you're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Georgetown up in this one now by a score of 7-2 from that 3-run home run by Carly Oliver. Now in the box for Georgetown is going to be Kristen Klemesh to the plate. Swings through that one for strike number 1. So count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. In to replace Madison Ludwig is going to be number 25, Sarah Jo Calhoun, now in the circle for the Eagles. Kristen Klemesh single up the middle right there. Good piece of hitting by her. So 4 hits in a row for Georgetown. To start this hit fest so far was Brooke Chick on that line drive up the middle to lead it off. And then Kylie West with an infield single over to shortstop. Carly Oliver, of course, with that 3-run home run. And then that hit up the middle by Klemesh. So 4 hits in a row for Georgetown has put them in a good spot here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mitchell in the box now, 1 for 2 on the day, grounded out in her first at bat, and then hit a double in her second at bat. Rolls this one over to the shortstop. Looks like the first baseman wasn't on the bag, but she will go ahead and touch the base for the second out of the inning. Clemege does advance from first to second, but close play right there as the first baseman nearly did not touch the bag. Now here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. That'll bring up number 00, Caitlin Barnett, the third baseman for the Tigers, to the plate. Doesn't waste any time, rolls that one over to third base, and on that first pitch, she will get out, and that'll do it for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. But not before they score a handful of runs, those coming from the big bat of Carly Oliver. She now has 7 home runs on the year, tied now with Maddie Sims, who also had a home run in this game so far.
Rhodes, Herrera, Flynn.
As we go into the top of the fifth inning, due up the 8-9-1 hitters for the Eagles, Rhodes, Herrera, and Flynn to bat. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Georgetown up 7-2 against the Eagles of Midway University. Carly Oliver with a big 3-run home run in the bottom of the fourth put the Tigers up by a score of 7-2. But 4 hits back, all of them being back-to-back-to-back hits for the Tigers, is exactly what you want to see from that Tiger offense. String together hits and tack on a handful more runs. Coach Thornton going to have a conversation with the pitcher Brandcamp after 3 straight balls to the batter Rhodes. He seems more frustrated with some of the calls at the plate, more so than his pitcher Brandcamp, but it's important after scoring runs. When you go back out on defense, it's extremely important for the pitcher to go ahead and throw up a shutdown inning that keeps the momentum on the side for your offense and really keeps the ball game in your hands and in your control. For the Eagles, 3 of their 4 innings, the last 3 innings, the Eagles have gotten their leadoff runner on. And thankfully for Georgetown, they've been able to minimize any of the damage that has resulted from that. But that's just an impressive number from the Eagles being able to consistently get that leadoff runner on. That one by Rhodes hit into the dugout of Georgetown. Now brings the count to full. So after getting behind 3 balls and no strikes, Brandcamp worked her way back. Now to a full count to Rhodes. She's 1 for 1 on the day. She got a single in her first at-bat. To left, she came around to eventually score the first run of the game for the Eagles. Hits another one down that left field line. Another ball laced down the third base line. This one on the ground. So another good at-bat by Rhodes right here. Wind becoming more of a factor in this game, now blowing out to straight right field. So any ball lifted in the air does have a chance of going out, as we probably saw from Oliver's home run when carrying that one a little bit. It did end up hitting a car out there in right field, so hopefully that car is not dented and the windshield's not broken over and right. But that's definitely one of the consequences of parking close to the ballpark, especially when you have a lot of good hitters. Brandcamp gets her first punch out of the day right there. That pitch, the bottom of the strike zone, but good
Now
enough
batting the third baseman,
to get
number
Rhodes out.
16, Herrera.
So it is Brandcamp's first strikeout of the day, 47th of the year. Herrera now in the box, pops this one up into shallow center field. Klemesh will come on to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So after a long at-bat by Rhodes, first pitch that Herrera sees, she swings at, pops that one out. So now the Tigers have 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Flynn.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Carson Flynn, to the plate. She was 1 for 2 on the day. Another first pitch swinging right there. Ground out to Carly Oliver over at shortstop, and so that'll do it
No runs, no hits, no errors, no
for the
left.
Eagles in the top of the 5th. They go 3 up, 3 down.
Georgetown. Do it for the Tigers, Sims.
Strikeout, flyout, and a ground out will do it for the Eagles in the top of the 5th. As we go into the bottom of the 5th, we have the 5, 6, 7 hitters up for Georgetown. Sims, Rowe, and Forish to step inside the batter's box. Once again, folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching. My name is Ben Robison, and along with our wonderful Tiger Sports Network crew, here to bring you all the sights, sounds, and action from today's matchup. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch.
Especially if she watches it.
Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Georgetown up 7-2. In for her second inning of work is Sarah Jo Calhoun. She's in to replace Madison Ludwig in the circle for the Eagles. In the box is the catcher, Maddie Sims. Sims 1 for 1 on the day, of course, with that 2-run blast in the first inning to give the Tigers, put them up by a score of 3-1, and then she walked in her second bat. Sees 3 straight off-speed pitches in this at-bat. So the count is 3 balls and no strikes to Sims. Sims definitely a dangerous hitter at the plate, especially with what she can do with balls over the plate. She has 8 doubles on the year, 1 triple, and now 7 home runs. So big power at bat, power in her bat from her. She's slugging .564 on the year. Hits another one deep to right center field right there. That one is caught by the center fielder. Still a good piece of hitting right there. 3-1 count, good offensive count. Saw a pitch over the plate that she likes, put a good swing on it. But the center fielder, Flynn, just fast enough to make the grab.
Now batting the second baseman, Rhodes.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Rowe, now to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day with the ground out ground out over to second base, and then a pop out over to first. And of course, on that one, that pop out to first, the second baseman Andres doing a good job of backing up her first baseman Lingafelter and making that grab as that one just kind of popped out of Lingafelter's glove. Rowe hits that one skied straight to center field, so Flynn gets back-to-back outs for the Eagles in center field.
Now batting, the designated player, number 24, Forage.
So 2 quick outs for the Tigers, both of them fly outs to center field. That'll bring up the designated player for Georgetown, number 24, Forish, to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Pair of ground outs. She will take that pitch up for ball number 1. That one lifted into left field. Third baseman will go back beyond the cut to make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. So that'll do it for the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. So they go 3 up, 3 down. Pair of flyouts, 3 flyouts, excuse me, both 2 to center and then 1 to third base. Will do it for them in the bottom of the 5th. Brandcamp should still be heading out, and she is in the circle for Georgetown. And for her 6th inning of work against these Eagles hitters, due up for Midway is going to be the 2-3-4 hitters, Andres, Lingafelter, and Yates, to step inside the batter's box. We'll return here shortly, folks. We do appreciate you for watching and tuning in. Welcome back, everyone, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Georgetown winning in this one by a score of 7-2 against the Eagles of Midway University. Brandcamp still in the circle, just through her 65th pitch of the ball game. So through 5 innings, she's been extremely effective for Georgetown in this matchup so far. At the plate is the 2-hole hitter, Mary Andres. She is the second baseman for the Eagles. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a flyout. Bunt attempt right here, back to Brandcamp, who's able to get it and toss it over to Rowe at first base for the first out. She knew that she had to get rid of the ball quickly, and she did. Rowe doing a good job of being in a good position to receive that, as Brandcamp, like I said, she threw that one over there pretty firmly. So Rowe doing a good job getting herself in a good position to be able to make that play for the first out of the inning. First baseman now for the Eagles is in the box, Lauren Lingafelter. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Single to right in her first at-bat, and then a ground out over to third in her second at-bat. She takes back-to-back strikes. Brandcamp with an off-speed pitch. Tried to get Lingafelter to chase. She does not, so the count now is at 1-2. Home plate umpire all game has been pretty consistent about not calling that outside corner to right-handed hitters. Brandcamp, nevertheless, still trying to work it and pound that outer half. Goes back to a fastball right there, trying to sneak it by Lingafelter. Once again, Brandkamp trying to go back to that outer half, does miss away, but Lingafelter still over her toes. Doesn't look like she's really reading that outside pitch too well. So Brandkamp should be able to use that to her advantage as she tries to go back inside. Lingafelter just getting a piece of it once again, fouls that one off. Brandkamp definitely has Lingafelter beat with the fastball right here. It would kind of surprise me if she does go back to an off-speed pitch and essentially speeding and would speed up the bat of Lingafelter. She does go to a fastball. That one misses down and in. So the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brandkamp, no walks on the day. She does have a hit by pitch. That one good for her second strikeout of the day. That fastball on the inner half. Called strike 3. Lingafelter will head back to the dugout.
Right fielder, number 15, Lacote.
So Lecomte, number 15, now in the box for the Eagles of Midway. She's in to replace Yates in the 4-hole. She did come in the 4th inning to run for Yates after Yates got that leadoff double. So Lecomte with the 1-1 count. She will take that pitch up. So the count now is at 2 balls and 1 strike. Once again, Lecomte, the flex player for the Eagles in this matchup. Two-one pitch, good on the inner half for strike number 2. Brandkamp now doing a much better job mixing in both outside and inside pitches as we go throughout the game. To start off, it looked like she was leaving a lot of things up over the plate. Barnett, good diving stop right there. Strong throw across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning. That's a great play by Barnett right there to range to her left. It was sharply hit. She did a good job getting her glove on it, making a good strong throw over to first. So it's back-to-back innings that Brandkamp has shut down the Eagles. They went 3 up, 3 down in this inning. Pair of groundouts and a strikeout did it for them in the top of the 6th. Due up for Georgetown as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning is going to be the 8-9-1 hitters, Chick, West, and Oliver, to step inside the batter's box. I'm going to step away for just a moment, folks, but we do appreciate you watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. That was Brooke Chick in the batter's box for Georgetown, laying down a good bunt down that third baseline, reaching base safely. She gets her second hit of the game on that infield single. With a lot of speed right there, it's no surprise as to how she got down that line so quickly. Once again, she is 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts, but she does have a lot of speed on the bases, as she is typically the courtesy runner right there. There you see, with that stolen base, she's now 5 for 6 on the year in stolen bases. Now the Tigers, nobody out in the bottom of the sixth, have a runner at second base with Kylie West in the batter's box. West, another bunt attempt try right there. She does go through, so the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Really trying to get Chick over from second to third, and you see this Midway defense being fully aware of the situation. Andres over at second base, right next to the pitching circle. Pitch missing up, count out 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to West. She lets that one get deep, rolls that one over to the shortstop. Tried to get there in time. She does not. So she will be out over at first base. And because that ball was hit to the shortstop, Chick unable to advance from second to third. But that will bring up the big bat of Carly Oliver. Once again, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. She's 3 for 3 on the day, pair of singles and a 3-run home run in the bottom of the fourth to now put this game at 7-2. The 1-0 pitch. That one good over the plate. That was an off-speed pitch right there. So the count is now at 1 ball and 1 strike. It's not surprising as to why they're throwing a lot of these off-speed pitches to Oliver as she hits balls hard. There you see another one right there, driven to deep left center field right there. That's back-to-back home runs for Carly Oliver. Tigers now up in this one by a score of 9-2. Right as I talk about that off-speed pitch right there from the Eagles pitching staff, she sees it up and she drives that one to deep left center field for her 4th hit of the game, but her 2nd home run of the game as well. She has 5 runs batted in. She has 5 of these 9 runs for the Tigers. Carly Oliver, definitely a dangerous at-bat, as you can see right there. She now leads the team with 8 home runs on the year, 39 runs batted in. Brings up the 2-hole hitter for the Tigers and the center fielder, Kristen Klemesh. She's 1 for 3 on the day. That hit right there over the shortstop, and she will get over to first base safely. Another infield, her first infield hit. First infield hit of the day, but her 2nd hit in total. She's now 2 for 4 on the day. This Tiger offense doing what they're supposed to in terms of extending the lead that they've already gotten for Brand Camp and really kind of putting a hurting on this Midway team. Klemesh taking off on the pitch. Lindsay Mitchell driving that one to right center field. Klemesh will come around third to try and score, and she will. Tigers now go up in this one by a score of 10-2. Klemesh not wasting any time. Lindsay Mitchell driving that one to right center field, and it looks like that will be a run rule as Tigers go up by a score of 10-2 through 6 innings. So Georgetown not wasting any time, and they do score 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. to finish off game number 1 of this doubleheader against the Eagles of Midway University. Once again, let's take a look at our upcoming games for Georgetown outside of game 2 of this doubleheader in about 20 to 30 minutes. Game 2 of this doubleheader will take place, but this weekend, Friday and Saturday, we will have Senior Day doubleheaders against the University of Pikeville. Those games starting at 3 o'clock and noon. Just a reminder for Senior Day on Saturday that will take place between games 1 and games 2. So if you can't be here in person for Senior Day like most cannot, you can still stay tuned and take a listen to everything going on. But the long ball, the story in this one for Georgetown is they win by a score of 10-2 against the Eagles of Midway University. Home runs coming off the bat of Maddie Sims and then 2 from Carly Oliver combined. They drove in 8 runs of the 10 for Georgetown. But we will step away. We do appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give us a follow on social media to stay up to date with everything going on with your Tiger teams. We do appreciate you for watching. My name is Ben Robison, and along with our wonderful Tiger Sports Network crew, we hope to see you soon.